Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to PyroFalkon's Let's Play Extravaganza. This is Streaming Sundays number 20. This is September 7th, 2014. If you are watching this on Twitch, thanks for joining us live. If you're watching it on YouTube, you should have watched it on Twitch. Every Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern, on Twitch, we do games, we have fun, and we try to do audience participation. And tonight's episode is an audience participation episode. We're playing Monster Loves You, which I have done for the YouTube channel already, but that was just TheAkamura and I playing. Today we are playing by committee. I and TheAkamura will not be playing unless we run out of other people. But right now we have 4 people who have offered their services to play with us. We have regulars Michael and Kalo. We've also got my mom in the channel and a newcomer. It is one of TheAkamura's best friends. She is Kala, or Traveling Stars, or James Bond, apparently, for some reason. So, we're just going to jump into this, and I will be voicing the narrator as TheAkamura voices the monster, and we're going to see what kind of monster we get. Let's get started, shall we? Help me begin your story. How does it go again?
Long ago, deep in the forest, monsters call the whale nest.
Ah, that's right. Long ago, nestled in the heart of the forest was the monster village of Omen. You are born from slime that holds the memory of monsters known for
Actions and attitude, or words and thoughts. Which one?
Exactly. For this choice, we'll let TheAkamura choose, but these are the options that you guys in the chat will have to answer for us. And we're back with a restarted stream. Hopefully our lag goes down a little bit. So, where were we? Oh yeah, so we are telling our story, and TheAkamura has chosen that the memory of monsters that she knows have actions and attitude. And again, this first section, this will be all you with TheAkamura, and then we'll go into viewer participation. You are not awake yet, but soon your first eye will open. Your simple dreams will give way to life itself. You dream of
facing frightening enemies, unafraid.
Your body is turning and twisting, growing solid in the middle of a great vat of green slime. It's time to be born.
Okay.
Alright, so that's all that it takes. I read the narration, you guys choose what actions you want me to take. And again, for anyone new to the channel, or who is joining on the, the Cal is back. Alright, cool. So, alright, but we've still moved her to the end of the list for now since she missed a little bit, but that's okay. She will be up soon. Alright, Michael, you are first. So we select Be Born, and you awake. You awaken in the thawing season when the ground is soft and wet.
Onward.
Your eye is open. You're a morsel, just barely born. You float in the spawning vat. Dozens of other morsels are exploring, flailing, and stealing food from each other. Michael, do you try to swim, or do you kick out your legs? Each action gives you additional stat points or skill points, and those skill points will be relevant when there are checks for just certain things that go through your life, certain life events, and hopefully you become a decent monster. And Michael
We are
chooses
going to try to swim.
Another morsel swims toward you. It opens its mouth to show a set of small, sharp teeth. It bites you.
Urgh.
Do you swim away, or do you tell him to stop that biting? So Michael chooses to stop the biting.
Stop that biting.
You pause, unable to believe that another morsel is trying to eat you. After a moment, you snap out of it and start to move again. Do you resist it, kill it, or unite the other morsels to repel the attack? And Michael apologizes for failing us last week with Long Live the Queen. Don't worry, buddy. Elodie sort of tends to fail herself.
It's 74 degrees according to my phone.
Yeah, it's 74 degrees according to the... unite, he says.
Unite. The other morsels to repel the attack. Let's go.
You speak. Your words are simple, but some of the morsels understand you. They converge on the biter.
This aggression will not stand.
Your tiny, slimy flotilla frightens the bad morsel away. It retreats to the far end of the spawning vat.
Patrol the vat and look for more trouble.
Splash, flutter, splish, squeak! Another morsel is too weak to swim properly. It's sinking toward the bottom of the spawning vat. Alright, this is a new... this is a new situation, so we will go to Kalo for this one. Kalo, select. Do you ignore it and swim on? Or say, oh no, too bad, but these things happen. Michael shouts, oh no! Kalo says to ignore it and swim on.
Let's ignore it and swim on. Goodbye.
I guess I should let you voice that part as long as you're reading the comments. You paddle yourself elsewhere, looking to live your own life without thinking about the end of another's.
So it goes.
That was fucking evil. You have grown too big for the spawning vat. You must move on to the next stage of life and become a monsterling. So this is sort of forced. It doesn't matter which one you pick here. So
Got
we will
any
say,
advice?
got any advice? You're going to get into some trouble, which is great. Exercise your bravery, cleverness, ferocity, kindness, and honesty. What kind of monster will you be?
Indeed, to the brood cave and adventure.
Alright, so down here, you get to see our stats. The little copper rings represent 1 point. The silver pluses represent 10 points. 5 points, rather. And then there are gold ones that represent 10 points, and then even more. So everything's rated on a scale of 0 to 100. Yes, I know. Don't worry about that. Oh, I don't have to worry about it. Okay, whatever. Yeah, okay. Alright, so anyway. Alright, so Kalo, Kalo, I'll give you the first crack at this one.
Choose
Since
our
you had
adventure.
basically one little line to pick. So most of our turns will be comprised of this. We choose our adventure, and no matter what you pick here, we will have some sort of story choice to do. And from there, we will figure out exactly how our monster will be. So Kalo, please choose our adventure based on the icon that's there. Let me know what
Let's do
the spider. Good deal. All right. Something is scurrying along the walls, and the ceiling, and the floor. Spiders as big as and round as plates. They're swarming into the cave. You can't tell if they're friend or foe. Kalo, do we confront them, stay between them and the other monsterlings, or throw Blots the monster to them as a sacrifice?
Stay between them and the other monsterlings.
All right. When the lead spider sees what you're doing, it stops and bows to you. Is it a trick, or do you bow back to the spider, Kalo? Okay.
Bow to the spider.
The courteous spider spreads its forelegs haplessly. So sorry to be a bother, but we're a little lost. Can you help us get back to the whale mist? Do we help him, or do we tell him to get the fuck out? That might be a little artistic
Get the
license
fuck
on
out
my
of my brood cave.
NP asks, is there any background knowledge I missed? Nope, we basically just got born. So this is our first action in life that Kalo is currently doing.
Help them.
We will help them. You tell the lead spider, go out that way, then turn left, then just stay on the
Shouldn't
street.
I say this one?
Oh yeah, my bad.
Go out that way, then turn left, then just stay on the street until there isn't a street anymore.
The spiders all thank you as they depart.
Okay.
Cool. So now we have some kindness, we have a few more points of honesty, and we have a few more points of bravery. Okay, Mom, if you are up, or if you're hearing me, I should say, you are up. Thank you, Rachel.
Tasty.
All right, Mom. In the comments, let me know what adventure you want to do. Just pick an icon from this list, other than Spider, who is grayed out since we've already done that adventure. And, oh yeah, Mike... yeah, that is true. I forgot. During our birth, Kayla let some poor bastard drown, so that's fine. Hey, it's monsters. It's
Kala
either
is
be eaten.
shushing him.
Mom chooses the door adventure. On a walk around the cave, you notice a closed door set into the back of the wall. You don't remember seeing it there before.
Why would a closed door be in a cave?
Because it's not a jar? There are scratching and growling sounds coming from the other side. Your pulse begins to race. Okay, Mom. Do you look through the crack under the door? Open the door and face what's inside. Tell Marinus the monster what you found and that you're reluctant to open the door. Or do you quickly peek inside?
Your mom chose.
Did she? Oh, okay.
Tell Marinus what you found and that you're reluctant to open the door.
Your mom says tell Marinus that we're cowards.
Yeah, okay. After you tell her, Marinus nods. It's nothing important. Just storage for extra algae.
Well, that's all right then.
Wait a second. You told her about the noises and she ignored it. Is she trying to teach you a lesson? Was she distracted? Or maybe she's not as smart as you thought. Choose one of these options, Mom.
Maybe she's not as smart as you thought.
You return to the door and notice the noises are much quieter now. And you lost a point of kindness for being mean.
Should we open the door? Should we open the door? Should we open the door?
You have to do the coral box voice.
This isn't the coral box voice.
It's not. It's the monster voice.
It's the monster voice. The
I
coral
see.
box voice sounds a bit like this. Hey, 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 hey.
Yes.
We should open the door.
Okay, still just waiting for you, Mom. We need... Oh,
She
open the door. I'm sorry.
answered it.
I'm
Oh.
sorry. Holy shit. All right. So we are
Open the
choosing to
door.
open the door. Gobclaws falls out of the storeroom exhausted. She thanks you for your help.
Okay.
3 points of bravery. Good deal. Okay, so at the end of that turn, we gained a lot of bravery, a huge chunk of honesty, and lost a point of kindness, but that's not so bad. And remember, kind monsters are not always fun monsters. Next up is Kala, aka James Bond, aka Traveling Stars. So Kala, please choose an adventure from any of these icons that are not grayed out. So far, so good. Mom says, go us. That's... What are you singing? I should probably turn up the... Oh, wait, no, everyone can hear that.
I'm just singing.
You're just singing?
Yeah.
That's fine. So,
Yeah.
happy birthday, Kala. Yeah, she meant the bottom left claw. Okay. Nash Nash spies a delicious mouse head mushroom.
Mine!
She plucks it from the floor, but it tumbles from her claws and bounces into a dark crevice in the wall. Do you get it? Do you let Nash Nash get her own damn mushroom? Or do you tell her that she's too afraid to go after the mushroom? I like the little face here. Hey, Pyro from the future, zoom in on this face. Yeah. Look at that.
Oh, Kala says she's gonna go sit in the corner where I'm gonna go into your corner. I'm gonna pick you up and I'm gonna drag you out so everyone can wish you a happy birthday.
I'm sort of the same way. I usually don't like it when people make too big of a deal with my birthday. I actually don't tell anyone at work when it's my birthday because I don't want people knowing.
I'm pretty much the same way. My birthday passed, the important people wish me a happy birthday, and that's all that matters.
Yeah, that's actually my general view. The people who... she had made her choice.
Get it.
Okay. How? Do you fish the mushroom out with something sticky? Do you crawl inside and get the mushroom? Or do you offer to help Nash Nash get the mushroom back? But yeah, I have the same policy. Like, people who I think are super close to me, like those who are close to me, should already know when my birthday is or be kind enough to ask or that kind of thing and then remember it. But I also don't take offense when someone doesn't remember my birthday.
Oh, Kala says thanks for making me feel special.
You are special, Cal. We
Always.
want you to join us for every episode of PyroFalkon Streaming
Actually,
Sundays.
I want her to join us or me for the Halloween extravaganza because I need someone to hold my hand.
That's fun. And I'm sure as hell not going to do it because I don't want to be anywhere near those
All right.
games.
She says,
Offer to help Nash Nash get the mushroom back. Okay, hold my feet.
Bravery, cleverness, and kindness. Nash Nash dives into the crevice and immediately becomes stuck. You help her out along with the mushroom. She shares it with you.
Okay.
Ah.
Delicious mushroom.
Okay, so... All right, Nuked Piggy, you are now up. And that was after... Man, we got lots of cleverness, lots of points. Man, we're doing very well. Okay, Nuked Piggy, of these icons, please select an adventure. Nuked Piggy chooses the empty pot. You, Nash Nash, and Bliss Tree are wrestling near a big clay jar. You knock the jar off its ledge and it breaks into 100 pieces. You catch Elder Marinus out of the corner of your eye. Do you confess? Do you take the blame for your friends? Do you make good and repair it? Or do you stay quiet because no one asked? Okay, Nuked Piggy has chosen...
We are going to make good and repair it.
Alright. You gather all the shards of clay and start sticking them together with slime, trying to do a good job. Marinus walks in and sees you working on the jar. Do you tell her what you did, or do you pretend like nothing happened? I've noticed I keep dropping into my storyteller voice. Okay, Nuked Piggy has chosen.
Tell her what you did.
She smiles and says,
It's all right. You did a reasonable job repairing it, but I'm glad you came clean.
She pats you on the head before placing the jar back on the ledge. Smiley
Okay.
face. I never thought a three-eyed, weird fang, not regular curved smile would be adorable. But holy
I'm
shit, that's
adorable. What are you talking about?
You are all of the adorable. Man, our points just keep going up and up. Okay, adventure. You are halfway towards... let's try that again. You are halfway towards leaving becoming an adolescent. Firm up your personality as much as you can.
Okay.
So, Michael, you are up. What the fuck? Wow, okay, let's hit the right button. Michael, you are up. Please choose an adventure for us. Alright, Michael has chosen Footprint. You and Nash Nash spot Bliss Tree and Smark playing a game. Nash Nash says...
I got an idea.
So, this doesn't matter, so I'm going to answer this
Who are
first one
Bliss
for
Tree
you
and
guys.
Smark?
Bliss Tree thinks she knows everything. Smark never talks, but he can climb like he's half lizard and half spider. They're close friends.
Got it.
Okay. So, what is Nash Nash's
What
idea?
is Nash Nash's idea?
Nash Nash says,
Look at the mushrooms all over the place. I hear they're tasty, and they won't miss a few if we take them.
so, do we ask what's so special about the mushrooms? Do we help Nash Nash steal the mushrooms? Or, no way, you're no thief? Michael, please select one of these three options.
Like and subscribe if my Nash Nash voice scares the fuck out of you.
Hey, I've already shit my pants twice since we've started this stream. So, Michael chooses this one.
No way.
Ah, fuck, I lost the voice.
No way. You're no thief.
Nash Nash hisses.
Gutless slime.
Smark and Bliss Tree look up at the noise, then return to their game. Do you chastise Nash Nash or walk away? Just walk away. Michael, it is your option. Michael has chosen...
Walk away from Nash Nash. Just walk away.
You spare Nash Nash a lecture. This time. She hoots at your retreating back, clearly failing to appreciate the favor.
Okay.
Alright. Kalo, you are up. Please select one of these adventures. Kalo chooses the Fighting Cloud. Bliss Tree climbs on top of the lichen pile. She refuses to let any other monsterling eat, proclaiming herself ruler of the lichen pile.
I'm ruler of the lichen pile.
How do you handle this, Kalo? Do you charge at her? She's an idiot and find an elder? Do you destabilize the pile, or do you gang up on her? Kalo chooses this one.
Charge it, Bliss Tree.
Let's try to get the voice back.
You charge a Bliss Tree like a whirling ball of claws. Your ferocity is so manifest that as she leaps down and glides away, she nearly soils herself. Now you can be ruler of the lichen pile.
Okay.
Good choice. Okay, Mom, you are up. Please select one adventure from the lit icons. And by the way, you can pick this game up on Steam for like $10. So, remember that. Alright, Mama says big smile. Nash Nash and Gobclaws are racing to the ceiling of the cave. They've already climbed way up when Gobclaws invites you to join them. You don't see a good way up, though. Do you look at the paths they took and try to copy them? Just face up to it and admit that you aren't much of a climber, or do you make a fair effort, but stop before you get hurt? Select one of those three.
Look at the
Mom
paths
has
they took
chosen.
and copy them.
You follow Nash Nash's claw marks halfway up the cave wall, then slip sideways to where Gobclaws was being more careful. You meet them at the top to their surprise.
Okay.
Cleverness plus 15, man. We're already at 24 out of 100 for cleverness. And bravery's already up to 45? Holy shit. Alright.
We are.
Kala,
the best
you are up.
monster.
Please choose an adventure from those 5 icons. Kala chooses the top left thing that looks like a bear digging a hole. Got it? Gobclaws pulls you into a side tunnel.
There's something under there.
She says, pointing to a huge pile of bat poop.
Can you help me dig it out?
What do you say, Kala? Do you help Gobclaws dig in the poop, or do you refuse to dig in the poop? Poop. Poop makes everything funnier. Also, you're welcome for that, Kala, for choosing the poop.
She's laughing her ass off.
About with that. Kala has made her selection.
She's gonna dig in the poop.
She's gonna dig in the poop. Yeah, there goes 1 point of cleverness. Gobclaws starts digging on the left, and you dig on the right. She's right. There is something solid under all this poop. Do you dig deeper, Kala, and beat Gobclaws to whatever it is? Or do you dig alongside Gobclaws, working together in perfect harmony? Apparently saying fuck it and going back to play your Xbox is not an option. Do you choose to
She's
dig
dying.
deeper yourself, or do you choose to dig in perfect harmony? Please make your choice.
Oh, there it is. For some reason, the chat's lagging for me.
Dig along with Gobclaws working together in perfect harmony.
The two of you uncover plenty of animal skulls, way too big for them to have been eaten by bats. Perhaps a family of badgers was sleeping here.
Honey Badger don't give a shit. You knew I was gonna do it.
I did not,
And
actually.
then thousands of bats all had to poop at the same time.
Yes, that's probably it. Gobclaw seems disappointed that she didn't find anything more interesting, but it was still a good day's digging practice.
Okay, yay digging and shit.
Alright, so, oh my, you wake up and find that you're no longer a little monsterling. You're growing up.
Wow.
Elder Marinus calls the oldest monsterlings to gather in a group. You're one of the oldest ones now, so you should join them. She looks grave. Nuked Piggy, you are up. Do you go with Elder Marinus, or do you hide and watch to see what's going on first? I think I didn't see the honey badger thing coming along because I'm not up on my memes and shit. So honey badger bullshit didn't really click in my head. Also, that meme isn't all that funny to me, so whatever. But yeah, the reason we didn't have a selection about which adventure to take this time... Nuked Piggy has chosen
We are
already.
going to go with Elder Marinus.
Marinus shuffles down the long tunnel, turning this way and that among dozens of forking passages.
Keep going.
Marinus stops in a warm, humid chamber with a pit in the floor. She points to the pit, which seethes with thick mist. Nuked Piggy, do you jump right in, or do you wait for her to make you go? Nuked Piggy has chosen.
We're going to jump right in.
You fall and
Fall some more.
fall, and you're falling.
And other monsterlings are falling.
Yes, some of them are crying.
And you can't see through the mist.
Or is it fog?
Maybe clouds?
Moans and groans and whispering screams.
Where is this? It must be somewhere.
You land on smooth, flat stone. Despite the swirling vapor, the floor is as dry as a bone. You hear other monsterlings breathing nearby. Some of them are still above you, still falling. Do you get out of the way, or do you try to cushion the fall for another monsterling? Still your choice, NP. That's cool. Nuked Piggy has chosen.
Get out of the way.
You rejoin some of the monsterlings at the edge of the mist. There are more Try that again. You rejoin some of the monsterlings at the edge of the mist. There are more passages out of here than you can count. Some monsterlings begin to panic, while others look determined. Nuke Piggy, do you take charge, or do you let someone else lead?
It's annoying.
NP has chosen.
You should take charge.
The other monsterlings watch you, curious. Do you lead the way personally, slash the others to show them you're in charge, or help everyone work together? Nuked Piggy has chosen.
We're going to lead the way personally.
You strike out with courage and confidence. The other monsterlings follow you. Choosing turns and forks at random, you soon walk into a cave full of even thicker mists.
Such thick mist.
The chamber swirls with mist, smoke, fog, vapor, except it's not any of those things. It's ghosts, hundreds of them, large and small. They're everywhere.
Spooky.
One by one, the pale ghosts begin to turn their attention to you. Their eyes glow different colors. What do you do, NP? Do you stand fast, or do you cringe a little?
I need to take a break really quick.
That's fine, and Mom has
Sorry,
left
everyone.
the channel, so I will see you later, Mom. Thanks for spending at least the hour with me. Hopefully you can participate longer next week. Nuked Piggy says, stand fast, we have bravery to spare. The ghost speaks in many voices, all hollow and distant, all in unison. They ask you, do you fear? You can either say it's scary, attack them, or wait and say nothing. NP, you still have the floor. Nuked Piggy says attack them. You scream and leap. The ghosts are insubstantial, swirling around your claws like nothing at all. Nothing at all? Nothing at all. Stupid spectral monsters. They laugh at you and prove they're not entirely untouchable. Thin tendrils of mist circle your throat and begin to squeeze. And you pass out. It is the end of Monsterlinghood. We get to see a summary of our skills. We have 57% bravery, 23% cleverness, 24% ferocity, 63% honesty, 14% kindness. This bottom one is respect, and we do not earn that until the next stage of life. So we will be working on that soon. But I will say we are doing very, very well, especially these two right here. It's amazing that we're over 50% already on a couple of skills. You wake up inside a well-appointed hovel. This is your home now. What should you be doing? The more brave, clever, ferocious, kind, and honest you are, the more other monsters will grow to respect you. Gain enough respect and you might someday affect important world events. So we will now start living as an adolescent monster. And this is us. It's, I really have no words, but this is us. Bum 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 bada bum bum her. Ugh. I'm never doing that again in my entire life. We are entering the big bad world. Okay, so yes, we still have only one selection for adventures we can take. One category, that is. We will adventure in town. And Michael, you are up now. Please select one icon from the icons that are listed here. We've got paw prints and claws, a cloud, a little rook or castle tower, a black paw print. Please give me, like if you pick one of these, brown paw print or black paw print. We have a singing monster, a monster trying to pick up a rock, a human-looking creature, some sunny weather, and some overlooking hills. So, Michael, please choose what you would like to... Person on the right, you got it. You, Nash, and Gobclaws, hide in a stand of prickly thorn bushes, watching human children run back to their bus. But what's that they left? Shiny, red, round things? It's a scooter! Do you battle Nash Nash and Gobclaws for it? Or do you say firsties and race to the scooter to see who gets it first? Michael chooses firsties, race to the scooter to claim it. You all charge out of the bushes only to trip over each other and land in a pig pile of feathers, scales, and fur. Now what do you do? Do you refuse to be defeated, or do you go ahead and let Nash Nash win? Michael chooses, mine, refuse to be defeated. Kicking the others in the face, you lunge toward the scooter, only to be tripped at the last second by Nash Nash. She scoots away, laughing at you. Well, we gained some points, even if Nash Nash stole our scooter. It was our scooter to begin with, damn it. Kalo, you are up. Please select one adventure from any of these 9 icons on the screen. Kalo chooses Singing Creature. Gobclaws has found a human artifact, a black circle. She shows it to you very carefully. Look, it has grooves on it. I can't speak human. Common is not one of my tongues. Anyway, Kalo, do you take a closer look, smash it with a rock, or try to suss out its purpose? Kalo chooses this one.
Smash it with a rock.
Gobclaws shrieks as you destroy her treasure. She reaches to punish you with her pincers, but you just run away laughing.
Okay.
Lost kindness, but gained ferocity. Did you just maw?
Oh, I like Gobclaws.
You like Gobclaws? Aw. Alright, Kala, you are up. Select one icon from this list. Kala says the thing that looks like Windows 98? I have no idea what you're talking about. Bottom right with the green grass and blue sky. Okay.
Oh, the thing that looks like the starting
Oh,
desktop.
I see. Alright. Elder Jaggery grabs your claw and drags you out of town.
I need you to scare a pig for me.
He says.
Here we go again.
Jaggery sniffs the air and says...
Never mind, there it goes.
He gallops away, leaving you alone in a grassy meadow. Do you run home as fast as you can, or do you explore a bit? Kala, you are up. And Kala has chosen this one.
We're going to explore a bit.
As you poke around in the bushes, a ball rolls through them and comes to rest at your feet. Is it a human thing and you want to run, or do you walk through the bushes? You gained bravery and lost something that I wasn't paying attention to, and my throat is all of a sudden scratchy. Alright,
We're
Kala
going
has
to
chosen...
walk through the bushes.
Alright. You see a human sitting in the middle of a meadow. It hasn't spotted you yet, but it looks up at the sound of your movement. Do you flee, or do you wait to see what the human does? Alright, Kayla, once again, you can choose to flee from the never mind, I didn't see it. Thank you for repeating it.
We're going to wait and see what the human does.
The human looks at you, waves its arms and burps, and laughs. The sound sends shivers down your spine.
Horrifying, baby. Let's watch the human, but be ready to run.
The human, still sitting, points at the bushes behind you. It makes a sound. It seems to be very young, no more than a monsterling, or even a morsel. Do you give it back its ball, or do you mess with the humanling? Your choice, Kala.
We're going to give
Kala?
it back its ball.
Kala has chosen to give it back its ball. You can't bring yourself to come and reach, but you pick up the ball and roll it toward the humanling. The humanling laughs again.
Enough. Go home before something bad happens.
It just goes to show everybody, stay the hell away from babies. You run along to Omen with a bit of new perspective and a story. The other monsters are impressed that you've interacted with a human.
Okay.
Alright, so that is Kala's turn. So Nuked Piggy is up and has already chosen to do the red claw thing. Today's a holiday. Poke the Bear
Day.
Poke the Bear Day. Monsters have been planning pranks for days. You all head out to the bear caves. So what's Poke the Bear Day? It's a day when the elders take younger monsters to show their ferocity by taunting and bothering an especially big, strong pack of talking bears. So now that we know what the holiday is, do you join in with them for Poke the Bear Day, or do you let everyone else get their butts kicked because you're not stupid? Please select either of those options, Nuked Piggy. And Nuked Piggy says do it. All right.
Let's do it.
You join the crowd of monsters, shuffling, walking, skipping, and scuttling through the woods. Soon you have reached the caves. The bears are already outside, waiting and watching.
This is gonna be fucked.
Do you poke the biggest bear with your sharpest stick? Confuse a bear with a got your nose routine? Find out if bears sneeze? Or chase a bear into a thorn bush? Please select. Kalo is very excited about this adventure. He wants us to poke the shit out of the bear. It is Nuked Piggy's option, and he chooses to do so.
Poke the biggest bear with your sharpest stick. Fight!
It's a mess of fur and fangs. When you're done, the bear has fled before your fearsome poking, and you've gotten appreciative backslaps from everyone. Nash Nash says you weren't cruel enough, though.
Okay, Nash Nash is a bitch.
But you like her. Michael, you are up. Select any of those 6 icons for our adventure this
Cal
week.
is laughing.
Yes, this is such a fun game. And you can buy it on Steam for, I think, $15 now? Should go look at that. Ah, fuck it. I don't want to switch over to Steam. But yes, you can buy it on Steam for a very small amount of money. Go do it. It's an awesome, fun little game. And it has a lot of replayability because it's got like 12 different endings. Michael chooses the sun. Elder Marinus leads you, Blisstree, and Virok into the forest. She points to a stand of purple berry bushes and says, Eat
your fill, little ones.
Do you ask her what this is about? Eat every berry in sight, or eat only some of the berries? Okay, Michael chooses.
Eat only some of the berries.
You exercise restraint, consuming berries until you're full and no more. Elder Marinus says,
It's all right. You can eat more if you want to.
What's she up to? Hold back or, well, all right, then eat some more. Your choice, Michael. Michael has selected.
What is she up to? Hold back.
Virok gorges himself on berries, eating and eating until his skinny little body is plump and quivering. Blisstree has stopped eating, just like you.
What happens next?
Marinus rolls Virok back into town where the young monster is squeezed until all his slime is oozed out. The slime is purple and delicious.
Is Virok okay?
He's unconscious, but he seems to be no worse for the wear.
What happens to the berry slime juice?
Elder Hamrag makes pancakes for everyone, and the sticky purple stuff turns out to be a delicious syrup.
Okay.
That was weird.
That is rude as hell, Elder Marinus.
Using monsters in order to make syrup. Alright, Kalo is up and has already chosen the tower. You and Gobclaws are playing Toss the Kitten. Sounds like a fun game.
Sounds like kitten cannon.
You're winning. That was a little too accurate. That's they're emulating Tiger doing his sock toy dance. There's an inside reference I'm not going to bother taking the time to explain. Anyway.
After this, I'm going to link to a cat yodeling video.
You're winning 2-1 in Toss the Kitten when crash you miss.
Oops.
And the kitten shatters Hamrag's window. Alright, Kalo, do you stick around or do you run for it? And Kalo has chosen.
Run for it.
You both run, but Hamrag spots you. He bursts out of his house and bounds after you, causing the ground to quake at his footsteps. Kalo, do you run and hide? Or do you do you hide now, or do you keep running? Hopefully my chat didn't freeze again. Oh, no, there it is.
He
Kalo
says
has
to
chosen.
run. Let's keep running.
Hamrag is strong and loud, but he's definitely not fast. You keep running until he tires of the chase and goes back home to sleep.
Okay.
Looks like you got away with it. Kala, you are up. Please select one of these 4 icons to choose your next adventure for the week. So we were playing Toss the Kitten, accidentally threw the kitten into a window, and then managed to get away with it by outrunning the old man. That's beautiful. I'd call that a successful day. Are you having fun?
Yes. Do you not want me to make kitten noises?
Oh, no, that's fine. You're amusing me. And Kala chooses the black paw print. You're heading home with a dead rabbit you found. Suddenly, a fox appears. He sidles up to you and asks,
Are you going to eat all of that?
do you examine the fox, hand over the whole rabbit, share the rabbit with the fox, or make him watch you eat it?
Examine the fox.
Kala chooses examine the fox.
Hide your cats, Kala. We're going to throw them.
Most talking foxes are fatter and better fed than their stupid cousins, but this one is lean. You can see his ribs under his unkempt fur. Okay. Well, now that you know that, I would have automatically did that if I had known that didn't lead anywhere. Please choose to hand over the whole rabbit, share the rabbit, or make him watch you eat it. Now that we know he is apparently a starving fox. Kala chooses...
Share the rabbit with the fox.
You tear the rabbit into 2 pieces. It splits unevenly. One chunk has most of the meat, and the other is a bunch of tendons and skin. The fox looks up hungrily. Do you give him the good chunk, or do you just give him the gristle? Kala chooses...
Let's give him the good chunk.
You and the fox enjoy the delicious rabbit. Mmm, crunchy. Ew.
Okay.
Have you ever eaten rabbit meat?
I have not.
I have not either. Okay, Nuked Piggy has already chosen he wants the brown paw print. Loud, drooly snapping sounds come from the square where you see PyroFalkon single-clawedly taking on a rampaging pack of wolves. He grunts to you for your help. And I think this top one, the top one is just examination.
Yeah.
Are these wolves a threat? Any monster can defeat almost any animal with ease. You should be able to take care of them. So do you push PyroFalkon to safety and fight the wolves, help him scare them away, or stand back, maybe try to distract them?
Oh yeah, Cal is talking about a mutual friend. He went over to Japan, I think for a semester abroad. He came back, and so far all I've ever seen him talk about is going back, so...
Going back to Japan?
Yeah.
Yeah, Xenia, Ohio kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Alright, Nuked Piggy has chosen to... this one.
Push PyroFalkon to safety and fight the wolves.
When the fur settles, a pot of wolf stew bubbles happily in the center of the square. Everyone lines up to cheer you and eat. Sweet. And now, Michael is up, but I believe this is a forced adventure. Yes, adolescence is fleeting. You have grown beyond youth and have become an adult. You've been dragged from your bed by your friends and neighbors. What, who, the where, why now? They tell you it's time to grow up. You're taken into the woods. Oh, I thought that was just an explanation one. Whatever. The neighbors throw you into the center of a great circle of monsters, all older than you. They whisper to each other, then look at you, then whisper some more.
Get on, getting on.
The monsters murmur and mutter and spit and snarl. They're deciding what best defines you as a monster. Michael, you are up. Do you wait patiently, yell at them to hurry up, or take a nap?
Michael says, take a nap.
Okay. Can you make snoring noises? Is that what I do at night?
No, you are terrible.
Someone shakes you awake. They've come to a decision. The ring of monsters shuffles closer to you, forming a tighter circle. Elders loom over you while the smaller adults crouch low. Your surroundings grow shadowy and dark. Do you want to know what's happening, or do you just do your part in the adultation? He has chosen...
Do your part in the ceremony of adulation.
The other monsters hold you in some respect. 1 out of a possible 100.
Good for them.
Everyone goes silent as you bravely meet every monster's eyes without flinching.
Why should you be afraid?
All the monsters in the circle start throwing rocks at you. Do you stand there and take it, which requires a bravery check, or do you scream at them to leave? I don't know why I said that in reverse order, but do you scream at them, or do you stand there and take it, which will require a bravery check?
Stand there and take it.
Dice roll. Success! You stand perfectly still, showing no fear. A few rocks bounce off your hide, but most of them only hit the ground. Everyone cheers at your courage. Do you bow and thank them for their test, or do you taunt them to throw more rocks, which requires another bravery check? Michael chooses...
Bow and thank them for their test.
It is the end of adolescence. Here's how you're doing. You have perfect bravery, 32% cleverness, 50% ferocity, 63%, I think that's honesty, and 28% kindness, with a 6% respect. Not bad. Not bad at all. You're an adult now. You'll grow over time, but your personality is no longer as mutable as it was when you were young. Onward to adulthood. Okay, Kalo, you are up. Now, this is where we start in with 2 different types of adventures. Explore the Whale Mist tends to increase your personal stats, while politicking with monsters tends to increase your respect. There are adventures in each. The Politic with Monsters has 10 options, and Explore the Whale Mist has 10 options. We are going to be choosing 14 actions before we advance to the next stage of life. So, before it's your turn, please try to think ahead about which, whether you would like to politic or explore. Let me know that, and then I will bring that selection up, and you can then choose your specific adventure. Kalo has chosen... Nuked Piggy has left the rotation. Have a good night, buddy. And remember that you can see the whole video soon. Okay, Kalo has chosen the spider. Today's the day of the Spinner 500, the big spider race. Winners are regarded highly by all around town. So, do you participate in the race or not, Kalo? Kalo chooses to go, but your spider hurt her leg this morning. What should you do? Do you watch the race with your spider? Do you cheat, since she's normally the fastest spider even playing the field? Or do you let your spider... Or do you enter the race anyway, even though your spider has an injured leg? Kalo has chosen...
May the best spider win.
Out of 13 entries, your spider comes in 14th when a beetle joins the race in the last lap. But at least you have your honor.
Okay.
Not to mention 15 points of honesty. Very well done. Okay, Kala, please select. Do you wish to politic with monsters or explore the Whale Mist? And then once you have chosen that, we will figure out which adventure you want to go on. Okay, Kala wants to explore the Whale Mist, so here are your 10 icons. Kala chooses the chicken leg. As you explore the Whale Mist, you notice that the air smells faintly of gingery bread. There, ahead, there's a flock of very fat birds pecking a trail of crumbs that winds through the trees. Do you try the crumbs, follow the trail of birds and crumbs, or chase the birds away? It is your choice, Kalo. And Nuked Piggy is back, so I guess he's back in the rotation.
Kala's? Not Kalo?
Did I say Kalo? I meant Kala. Yes, it's Kala. Kala chooses to follow the trail of birds and crumbs. It leads along twisting paths that you never knew existed. Deep in the forest, you come across a rickety human house which smells of baked goods. You hear human speech, 2 children are babbling nearby. Do you examine the children, wait for the children to leave the baked house, eat one of the children, because when will you get a chance like this again? Or, humans are pretty dangerous, leave it alone. Please choose Kala.
Oh.
She says, that's fine. When I get stuff in the mail, they spell my name as Carl. Aha! Yeah, you definitely do not look like a Carl.
I certainly hope she doesn't look like a Carl because she's got tits.
When I see the name Carl, I think of the fat dude from Aqua Teen Hunger Force. And so just my immediate reaction is she looks basically opposite of Carl from Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
Wait for the children to leave.
Smoke begins to pour from the windows of the house. The children flee deeper into the forest laughing. As flames rise to engulf the whole house, you hear an adult human screaming inside. And that's it. Okay. Nuked Piggy, you are up.
Well,
First select whether you want to politic or explore, and then we will select the icon from there. Yes, I am sure you don't look like a Carl, Kala. Because Carl from Aqua Teen Hunger Force is tall, balding, very dirty, always wearing a tank top with blue boxer shorts, has a mustache, and he's white. So, yes, you are pretty much the exact opposite of Carl from Aqua Teen Hunger Force. And let's see. And she says, well, crap. But she let the children leave. That's fine. I think tits would be a defining feature to show that it is Kala. I don't know. Carl from Aqua Teen Hunger Force has tits. Well, man boobs. Anyway, Nuked Piggy, please choose whether to politic or whether to explore the whale mist, and then we will go from there. Nuked Piggy chooses politic. So here are your icons. Only one has been chosen. Please select one from the 9. These 2 icons are identical, so if you choose either of these, just give me, tell me whether you're choosing the top or bottom black running monster thing, whatever. Or pick a different one, I don't care. Any of them will do. As long as we go on monsters. I mean, as long as we go on adventuring. Wow, my words are failing me tonight.
what are words? How do you phrase?
Exactly. How do English?
Piggy says rock.
He says rock? Okay. So we are choosing the rock. Thank you for playing backup. You sit with Nash Nash and Gobclaws on a tattered red blanket, eating cookies and talking about artifacts. What are artifacts? Artifacts are human-made objects. Many monsters collect them. All the garbage cans in Omen were collected from one human bus stop. Some artifacts are interesting. Some can be dangerous. You sit with Nash Nash and Gobclaws on a tattered red blanket, eating cookies and talking about artifacts.
Continue with the discussion.
Gobclaws sighs.
I really like artifacts. I want a nice big collect. Ah!
Want to try that one again?
That's what I get for eating chips while doing voice acting.
I really like artifacts. I want a nice big collection, but it seems like I can never find any good ones.
You and Nash Nash exchange glances.
Glance.
Nash Nash runs a claw along the handlebars of her little scooter. You both know some good spots. So do you tell Gobclaws about the good spots, or do you keep mum because you can always help her in other ways? Nuked Piggy, that is your decision. Lost my word. Nuked Piggy chooses...
Tell Gobclaws about the good spots.
You open your mouth, but gasp as Nash Nash kicks you. Hard.
Why?
Nash Nash whispers.
That'll be less stuff for us. I don't care if you have less stuff, but if I do, you're in big trouble.
She pokes you with her claws to make her point. Nuked Piggy, do you keep the secret, or do you tell her anyway? Nuked Piggy has chosen...
I can't say it, sorry.
Nuked Piggy has... That's fine. Nuked Piggy has chosen to keep the secret. You you change the subject and talk about the cookies instead. Tasty things, these. They came from a human garbage can, in fact.
Garbage cookies are the best cookies.
Strangely, you lost bravery, rather... Oh. Later on, you and Nash Nash walk into Omen with a few new trinkets. Gobclaws rests her chin on her pincers and sighs. Well, the nice thing is you gained a shit ton of respect for that, which is awesome. Okay, so... Michael is up. So please select whether you want to politic with monsters or explore the whale mist. Michael chooses to politic, and there are your options. Please select an icon, and remember if you want to pick the black monster, just tell me which one. Michael screams, food! Works for me. Gobclaws and you are arguing about what to have for lunch.
She got to pick last time.
Suddenly, your favorite food flies down from the sky and perches within arm's reach. The magpie chirps.
Have either of you seen a cornfield around here?
Your stomach growls. What do you do, Michael? It's tough, but help the bird? Scream and flee because the bird was talking. Or just eat it and then burp all over Gobclaws. Your selection. And Michael has chosen to just immediately eat the magpie.
Hang on.
Oh. She's building one up, folks. Jesus Christ.
Delicious.
Fantastic amuse-bouche. Whatever that means. Sadly, it wasn't much. You and Gobclaw still have to figure out what to do for lunch.
Okay.
And Michael still wants me to do Sims 4. Dude, you are going to be, like, super tired if I do that for the after part. All right.
Seriously, man, you
Tell
got
you what,
school.
I will at least stream Sims 4 while we are doing the after party, and then we'll go from there. Kalo, you are up. Please select whether to politic with monsters or to explore the whale mist, and then we will go from there.
Responding.
And Kalo, I didn't catch your message. Did you see whether he said politic or explore?
No, I didn't.
Because he says, I want the farting picture. Oh, it's probably that one. Yeah, I think that's what he's talking about. Because I refreshed right when he said it. So, I think this is the one Kalo's referring to. The farting monster picture. I'm going to hold off until I get confirmation, but I think this is the one he's talking about. Yep, okay, we are good. Monsters are gathering around the skull pole. They invite you to dance with them.
Skull pole.
Skull pole. A few monsters die without dissolving themselves in the communal spawning pit. Other monsters save the heads of the deceased and hang them on the skull pole. The skin and flesh turn to slime eventually, leaving only bone. So, monsters are gathering around the skull pole, and they invite you to dance with them. Do you dance, or do you decline and watch? Kalo chooses to dance.
Dance.
The only problem is you've never done the skull dance, and now everyone is watching you. Do you wait for someone else to dance and then imitate the monster? Do you slip away without making a scene, or do you begin to dance anyway? Kalo chooses to begin to dance. You move closer to the skull pole. Do you dance fast and thrash around like you just don't care? Do you apologize for your ignorance and then dance slowly? Or do you try to show some respect to the skulls? Please select your option from among those three. Fast. Kalo has chosen to dance fast. Bah!
Wave your hands in the air. Flip around like you just don't care.
You lost respect and honesty. You look up from your clumsy display to find several of the others hiding their eyes behind their claws and tentacles. The rest of the monsters walk away without dancing. Aw, you're so sad. Alright, Kala, you are up. Do you choose to politic with monsters or explore the whale mist? And then we will go from there. And Kala chooses politics, so select one icon from these 6. Kala chooses the puddle. Your neighbor, the elder monster Eulalia, walks slowly in the direction of the brood cave.
Eulalia who?
She's one of your next door neighbors, but she's much older than you. Months and months. She has tough scales and eyes of several different sizes.
Okay.
And apparently 2 mouths. So, Kala, do you watch her or do you follow her? Alright, Kala chooses to watch her. As she passes down the road, some of the other elders nod to her. Then they go to her hovel and start smashing things. Do you ask an elder what's going on? Or do you just admit that it's none of your business, really? And Kala chooses to ask what's going on. Greed Blitz stops tearing apart Eulalia's dining room table and says,
She feels herself beginning to dissolve. She's going to go release herself and become one with the slime in the spawning vat.
I think this one is, yeah, I think that's a... Okay, yeah. Monsters who get to a certain age either settle into their personality and shape forever, or they let themselves become one with the slime from which they came. Their personality can have an effect on future generations of monsterlings. That's why we were born from the slime, and in fact, that's why we start off with some stats. The first time you play Monster Loves You, you generally die quick, and you can't enter the next life stage, but it helps you add stat boosts the next time you go. So, Kala, do you join the monsters clearing out her hovel, or do you run after Eulalia and thank her for her contribution to monsterdom? Kala
Run
has
after
chosen.
Eulalia and thank her for her contribution. I figured you'd say it. You've said the last couple
Oh, do you
ones.
want me to? Yeah, it's probably smoother if I do it. Anyway.
You're going to be remembered, Eulalia, and we'll see a bit of you in every monsterling from now on.
Eulalia wipes a slimy tear from one of her smaller eyes and sniffs. Do you give her a hug, or do you tell her a joke? Your choice, Kala.
Let's give her a hug.
Kala chooses to give her a hug. You hug Eulalia. She squishes. Her body is already starting to break down and dissolve. She breaks away, smiles one last time, and walks quickly toward the brood cave. You'll never see her again. Maw. Indeed. But you have gained some respect, so that is good. Okay, Nuked Piggy, you are up. Select Politic with Monsters or Explore the Whale Mist, and then we'll go from there. NP chooses Politics. You have 5 icons to choose from. Please select one of them. The finger? Are you flipping off my TV?
No, I'm going.
You show your newest collection of human artifacts to your neighbors. They seem suitably impressed and listen in.
Say more.
The truth is, you just found them in the woods, but everyone seems so interested it would be a shame to let them down. Monsters do love a story, so you could stretch the truth. Do you lie big and tell them you tricked a human? Do you lie just a little just to keep things interesting? Or do you tell the straight truth? Please select one of those options. NP?
Lie big. Tell them you tricked a human.
Will do. You spin a... Honesty -6. You spin a web of clever lies describing how you took the artifacts right out of the hands of a human, then tripped him with a stick.
And then he fell into a stream and was washed away.
Well, how do they react? Everyone applauds, believing you completely.
Okay.
Wonder if that was an honesty check. Well, doesn't matter. We gain 10% respect. Jesus, 25% is... We are ahead of the pace. Okay, Michael, you are up. Please select to Politic or Explore the Whale Mist. Michael chooses to Politic. Please select one of these 4 icons. Oh, far right. Okay, this dude. You look over your garden.
Garden. Garden!
Most hovels have gardens. Many monsters don't care, but some like to show off their herbs, spices, and flowers.
You had to say herbs, didn't
I
you?
did.
You had to say herbs.
did.
Why did you say herbs? So rude, churlish, and immature.
But there are many rocks here, too. Even if you don't feel like planting things, it looks bad. These rocks ought to go. So, do you kick a rock, start digging at the rocks, or say, fuck it, you're going to be one of the monsters who doesn't care about gardens? Please select one of those 3 options, Michael. I did have to say herbs. It wouldn't be this channel without saying herbs. Okay, so Michael chooses to start digging. I think she's giving you guys like an evil look at the moment. Yep, she's staring pretty incredulously.
I have access to the timeout button. I'm not going to abuse it, but I could.
All this work is a lot harder than you expected. You're not a natural digger like Molefoot or Shovel. So, I would assume that's...
Don't want no juice to splash a grape drink with my great goose. Help me get looser, drink. Don't want no juice to splash a grape drink with my great goose. Help me get looser. Sugar water, purple, sugar water, purple, and alcohol, and alcohol,
You do the uh-huh-uh-uhs like perfect on pitch and key and everything. They're wonderful.
Let's go get some food. I'm fucking hungry.
I love that song. I hate that song, but I love that song.
Anyway. So yeah, Michael, please select which of these options you... I think the top one is a description, but I don't want to click it because I'm not 100% sure. So at least choose one of the 3, although if you choose the top one, also do one of the other 2, just in case. Kayla says, damn it, well, the song's stuck in my head again.
Good.
Alright,
Oh,
Michael
yeah.
chooses keep at it. Do all the work yourself.
Earlier, Kalo said, don't forget about the big, bulging eyeballs.
Yeah, I noticed that. There was a... Nope, I am not going to look at you.
Squish, 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 squish.
You dig.
Squish, 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 squish.
Dig. It's hard, but you eventually get better at it. Do you keep digging, or do you stop digging? I forget what the hell we're doing. Oh, we're digging to get those rocks out of there. That's right.
We're
So,
digging a
Michael, do we
garden.
keep digging even farther, or do we just stop for now? But yeah, there was a Cracked article that showed a clip of a movie that had a guy bulging his eyes. It was a GIF, so it kept showing it over and over, and I did get a little nauseous. It was awful. Michael chooses dig. All right. When you're done, the garden looks much better. All that digging turned over the earth, too. That's probably a good thing.
Catch your breath.
The spine doctor, out for a stroll, stops to compliment your work ethic.
You're not sure what an ethic is, but she always talks like that.
And you gain 10% respect. Excellent job. All right, Kalo, you are up. Please select politic or explore, and we will go from there. And yeah, we'll make this the last rotation, and then we'll do the after party, which will include Sims 4 streaming. Kalo chooses explore, but he's giving you the option of which icon to pick. So
Let's pick.
it's his Let's Play too. You get to pick
Let's
one.
pick the derp goat.
The derp goat? The derp goat. A squirrel hops into a pool of sunlight, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, ready to bury nuts and make something of itself. You drop on it from a branch, grab it, and twist its head off.
Delicious decapitation.
A young wolf suddenly leaps in front of you, snaps the squirrel out of your claws, and runs off, laughing and barking. Okay, Kalo, wolves can bark now? Isn't that only dogs? Or turn the tables on the wolf, or chase the wolf into the bushes. You have the floor. Kalo has selected to chase the wolf into the bushes.
Gonna make your bark ass pay.
You run into the underbrush, slashing and tearing at the binding vines and leaves, but soon lose the wolf's trail. As you stagger home, you notice that wolf poop
Wolf poop.
has been left along the trail. You know without a doubt who left it there.
Go home and try to forget about it.
As you approach your hovel, Blisstree helpfully points out that you stepped in some wolf poop. You're a laughingstock.
Okay.
and lost 3% respect. But we had plenty to. We had plenty to.
Who put
give,
this
so
poop on my feet?
Who put this poop on my feet? Okay, Kala, you are up. Please select to politic or explore, and then we'll go from there. Kala says, politics, middle icon of the running man. Okay, so okay, that works. A small pack of elder monsters are huddled at the edge of Omen, watching the woods and discussing something in hushed tones.
Listen in. Also eat a Tabasco bean.
That is not happening right now. Elder Hamrag is saying,
This could simply be a rumor. We don't know they're out there for sure.
Kala, do you leave it be, or do you ask what's going on?
You should eat a Tabasco bean.
Well, one Tabasco bean won't make me react.
You should eat all the Tabasco beans.
Yeah, well, they wanted me not to until we did the face cam game, which we still need to set up and do one of these days, but I still need to buy some pajamas for it. I haven't even looked at the store.
I thought you had those Nintendo pants that I fixed.
Oh yeah, that is what I was going to wear, wasn't it? Wait, you fixed those?
I could have swore I fixed them.
Huh. Okay, Kala chooses to ask what's going on. Hamrag says,
Some of the younger monsters have seen others in the whale mist. Monsters from no town we know of. Thin and cold, without food or shelter.
do you suggest that everyone be on their guard, offer to host any homeless monsters in your hovel, or promise you'll remember the warning? Please select one of those options, Kala. And Michael says I can just wear my Zelda shirt. I've really been trying to avoid wearing it because it's getting so holy that I don't want to damage it any further. In fact, I've been thinking about framing it or somehow protecting it because it's getting a little too fucked up. I really should go to Hot Topic and buy some more gaming shirts. Hot Topic sort of is weird because I'm not a gothy kind of dude, but I still like the style, and they have a lot of gaming shirts at Hot Topic, so I may have to go there. Kala suggests that everyone be on their guard.
No, she should just everyone be a guard.
Is that what I clicked?
No, you clicked on guard.
Wait, what?
She said suggest everyone be a guard.
Was that a different option?
I'm making fun of her for messing up.
You're making me paranoid.
I'm sorry.
Great Blitz scoffs.
That much is obvious, dunderhead. If we see strangers, we should drive them off. Or kill them.
The other elders don't seem so sure. But apparently, nothing else is going to be done about it. That decision is out of your hands.
No one listens to wolf poop.
Nuked Piggy, you are up, and you have the final turn of the night. Select Politic with Monsters or Explore the Whale Mist. And Kala is arguing at you making fun of her. I am too, Kala. I had no fucking clue what she was talking about.
I love you, Kala. You're my best friend.
And
Don't ever leave me.
Halo is sleeping. I don't blame him. This has been a long one. Nuked Piggy says politics. So, NP, you have two icons. The brown fisty monster or the black running monster. NP says the one looks like he's flipping someone off. You got it. It's the Scream Along Sing-Along. Everyone's screaming. Loudest monster wins. Do you run away or do you scream and sing along? Your choice, NP. That's awesome. That would be great if he just starts screaming while flipping people off. That sounds like a good thing to do in the middle of town. And, yeah, go ahead.
Kala says she has cupcakes. Cupcakes with whipped cream.
I want some cupcakes.
I'll be
with
sure to
whipped cream.
go over there, spit finger every single one, and that way, even if you don't share, I at least got my spit on them.
Ew. Nuked Piggy chooses to scream, sing, and scream.
Sing! Scream, sing!
You're totally gonna break some windows and eardrums. But why are all these monsterlings out here? Your singing has been known to hurt their little ears. Do you sing quietly using mostly stomach noises? Belt it out because you've got to win? Or pre-smash the windows and then sing? Choose your option, Nuked Piggy. Man, this got violent in a hurry. The monster world seems like it would be simultaneously the most fun and horrifying. I don't know if I would want to visit it. If I do visit it, I would need to wear like full body armor.
I want to visit the world I created because it was great.
Nuked Piggy chooses to pre-smash the village windows and then sing. Some of the elders pull you away from the monsterlings. They toss you into the scapegoat's pit and suggest you ask the goat for singing lessons.
What a derp goat. What a derp goat.
Derp goat.
Derp goat.
Well, that will do it for this week's episode of Streaming Sundays. If you are watching the YouTube cut, remember to join in every Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern on Twitch, where we do these streams with audience participation. I always prefer audience participation over just me playing and blathering. But even if I do that, I interact with your comments. So please watch us on Twitch, 8 p.m. every Sunday. Because of PyroFalkon's Let's Play Extravaganza, it's your Let's Play too, and it can't be your Let's Play too if you're not here. So, join us every week. But if you're watching this on the Twitch channel, then the after party will still come, which apparently Kalo is going to sleep through, but that's cool. And remember that next week we will continue this game where we left off and see where our monster takes us. So, for at least on the YouTube cut, for TheAkamura, thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you again for another episode of something. Bye. Wow, that was a shitty closing.
Ball.